All right, so here we are, Tuesday, October 20 something, 22nd. When you get a market that comes down, everybody's looking to fade it, especially if you didn't catch the short. So if a market breaks like this, like it did today at about 9:30 Central, if you're short, you should be looking to say, okay, where am I going to cover it? Where is a decent target? Should have that in mind for the reason why you got short. But you also are thinking, do I want to buy this thing just because this white line in here is a VWAP? Do I want to buy this thing to get long? And your recognition or your level of awareness has to go up, even if you're not looking to buy it to open a long position or buy it to cover a short. You still want to be able to say, hey, you know what? If you're short, you want to think of covering down in here. This is what I see. And that's what I try to do in the room. Even if I'm not in a position, I try to give people objective help as to what I'm seeing. And I've seen people finally puke a long position. You know, when people finally, enough of them give up on a long position as it's going against them like this, and they finally say, I'm out, that's when it could go up. And if you've ever been caught in that, when you finally get out of a losing position and then it goes up, let's say you're long, it's going against you, you're like, screw it. You trade out of it, and then wham, it bounces. It's like, as soon as I got out, it's like they had a camera on you. Well, that's because in that particular moment, you puked at the same time as a lot of people in that same similar long position. So you kind of had that in here. The speed at which it went down lays out some volume. This isn't awesome volume, but it's better today when we had a low volume day, this 360 by 250. But the fact that they hit it pretty aggressively with what we call a red edge zone, and then do this, take a look at the right side, come right back through it. So it's like, hey, be careful keeping your short position on. If you wanted to qualify this white VWAP line as a place to buy and get long, this is the time. This is what you can get. If you could pop above, 10, you can get this thing to jump, and it does. And it's followed by good aggressive buying. But the whole key is what gets you to get long, and that's selling quickly, size above it. You have a combination of longs puking and sellers not getting it to go anymore, and this is what's considered short in the hole, this being the hole. So you want to be cognizant of that, even if you're not in a position to use it as an exercise to kind of uptick your level of awareness and put yourself in a position to be objective, because you are objective when you're not in a position. That doesn't mean that you're anything but when you are in a position, but a lot of times you're obviously going to be a lot less objective. We're human, so you're going to look for reasons to justify a bullish opinion if you're long and a bearish opinion if you're short. You're going to look for reasons to say, you're not wrong yet, Johnny. Stay in the game. Buy some more. Don't get out, because once you get out, you've just admitted you're wrong. So God forbid to do that. Starts to go your way a little bit. Hey, Johnny, get out. You're not right until you exit for that little bit of a profit. Could you imagine if that 4-tick winner, 2-tick winner turns into a 2-tick loser? That would be awful. Get out now. So you got that little guy talking on your shoulder, getting you anxious when you got winning trades on, and all of a sudden patient when you got a losing position on. So that old saying, cut your losers short and let your winners run, the guy who said that probably never was able to do it. Sounds good, but it's opposite of how we're wired as humans. So know that, understand that. So as you always are trying to work towards getting better, I think that it's, and I was talking to someone yesterday, it becomes less about you versus the market. And guess what? It becomes more of you versus you. Guy came up with that. We didn't come up with it, but we can talk more about that in the coming weeks. Good luck with the rest of today. It's slow, waiting for a headline, so keep your powder dry.